Welcome to the Three Mouseketeers, the sibling podcast that understands your Disney addiction. I'm Jared.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Emily.
This week's episode, we're going to be doing one of our shorter episodes, and we're going to talk about some Marvel movies and the trailers that we are excited about. These two movies that we're going to talk about tonight are Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and Thor, Love and Thunder.
Woohoo!
You guys have seen both of the trailers, right? Well, okay, so let's, I guess, preface this. Thor's is not necessarily a trailer, it's more of a teaser. So we haven't really got like a full-fledged trailer for that one yet.
Isn't that what trailers are? Is they're teasing the movie? Why is the difference?
It's a little different because trailers give you a broader aspect of what the movie is. Teasers are like, we're going to show you little snippets that are not necessarily, I don't know. It's semantics,
They
really.
sound the same.
It's semantics.
Okay.
But they are technically different. Okay, so first one we can talk about, short and sweet. We can talk about Thor, Love and Thunder. This one looks really good. I'm really excited about this one.
It does. I'm excited too. I enjoy the Thor movies already. It looks like it's part Guardians of the Galaxy too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Because I like that too. So yeah, I'm excited.
Me too. I'm going to go into this episode saying I'm not the biggest Marvel fan in the entire world.
What?
Yeah, if you
Surprise.
listen to any of our episodes, you would know this. It's not that I don't like it. I just don't. I'm not a huge. It's fine. It's fine. That's about it. But I do really enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy. So once I watched this teaser trailer and saw Guardians of the Galaxy also involved in it, I was interested, and I think that it will be worth going to see in the movie theaters, actually.
What?
So I'm excited. Yeah, I'm really excited.
This is from the non-Marvel girl, so they must be
I
doing
know.
something right.
Yeah, and it looks pretty funny and entertaining. And that's what I
I know.
like about Guardians of the Galaxy, is that it's comical and just very entertaining, and it seems like it has that same sort of feel to it. So
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
Which is fun for a Thor movie. I mean, because that's not typical Thor movie. I mean, I feel like there is some comic relief, but it's not really a comedy
yeah.
kind of movie.
So the thing that I really like about the movie that it seems like we're going to get is all of the different aspects of Thor himself. Like, we get so many different versions. We get the young kid, we get the middle-aged teenager, we get an older Thor, we get fat Thor again. We get so many different Thors. It's almost like we're getting a multiverse Thor, but it really isn't.
I know, that's kind of what confused me. I mean, I know in this particular case, these are all him and his different stages in life, but I heard that it's not really part of the multiverse as much. But then they also had the girl Thor in there, which then I was like, but isn't she part of the multiverse? Because she's not really
No,
the same person. That
that's
was
a
his
character.
girlfriend.
Yeah, that's a character that she takes on that mantle. So it's not a multiverse thing. It's not like in Loki where she's just like a different version of Loki.
So she's not a different version of Thor?
No. Okay, so the character's name is Jane Foster, and she takes on that mantle. She becomes Thor. It's not like it's a multiverse that she's always been Thor.
Well, then that's really confusing. Okay. So it's really his girlfriend, or the girl who was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
In the same universe.
Yes. In the same universe.
Okay. But she's not a god.
No. I mean, look, if
So
you're
then
a
how's she
fan of the
Thor?
comic book, I was never really a big Thor comic book reader. So whenever it comes down to uh, the characters and the lore of, I guess I'll call it the Thor lore. Whenever it comes down to that, I'm not exactly like the best person to talk about it because I really don't know the ins and outs. But yeah, that's the same character. It's in the same universe. She's not just like some multiverse Thor.
Okay, then I'm gonna have to talk to my husband about it. He knows all this stuff, so I'll ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
see,
your husband is definitely the person who digs deep into lore.
Yes.
this is the very reason that I cannot keep up with Marvel and don't enjoy it as much as some of you. So,
Well, see, I feel the same way about Star Wars too. There's so much to it that it's hard to follow all of it and keep it all straight.
I can see that. I feel like for whatever reason, I can just watch Star Wars without feeling the need to like figure out all the backstory and who knows who and what multiverse is what and all of that. But with Marvel, I just feel lost and kind of overwhelmed.
Yeah, and see, that's what I do whenever I watch too. I kind of just watch whatever movie I'm watching just for that movie.
Yeah.
And so I enjoy both Marvel and Star Wars because I can do that.
Yeah.
But my husband is very involved in Star Wars and Marvel. So whenever I talk to him about it, it makes my head want to explode.
Oh, yeah. I can bet.
All right, so I guess one of my biggest things about Thor is the villain that we're gonna get, and it's Christian Bale is the villain in this movie. If you don't know Christian Bale, he played Batman. He was the Dark Knight, uh, among many other movies. Great actor.
But he's not playing Batman in
He's
this.
not playing
just so you know.
Batman because that's DC and not Marvel, and Marvel is superior in my opinion. Don't at me. But yeah, we're getting Christian Bale as the villain, and basically the villain that he's playing is a god killer, and it's going to be
Yeah.
super fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I really think that this is going to be a good movie and I am actually kind of excited about it. So,
And plus all the other
Yes.
cameos that are supposedly supposed to happen.
Yes. Zeus is going to be there.
Yeah, which is going to be interesting. If Zeus is going to be there, could Hercules be there? It's possible. I doubtful, but it is possible.
You never know.
I'm kind of interested to find out if Loki's going to be in it. I would think that in some form or fashion, Loki will be in it.
Maybe it'll be alligator Loki.
Probably not.
You never know.
I mean, yeah, you never know.
well, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. This one comes out in June, right?
July.
I think it's July.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes
July.
out July 8th is the expected release date.
Okay.
Right?
So we
After
don't-
my Disney World trip.
Yeah. And we don't have too long to wait for that one.
No,
Nope.
not long. We'll probably within the next month probably get like full trailers and leading up into the movie itself. So yeah, really looking forward to Thor Love and Thunder. Again, that's going to be coming out July 8th. There's also just a lot of other stuff that's going to be in the movie that we haven't touched on, but again, we don't have like a whole lot of information on this one just yet.
Yeah.
The one that's coming up even sooner is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which this one looks so good. Like there has been so much leading up to this movie, and it has all been so exciting.
I know it's going to bring so many of the movies we've watched recently all full circle.
Not even
And I think
not even just movies, but also TV shows.
No, that's right. Because like,
We're getting
Hold on.
we're getting Scarlet Witch. like full-fledged Scarlet Witch, and I am so excited about that.
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed WandaVision and Loki, and so bringing those two shows into this also. Plus, I know like
No Way
the latest
Home, the
Spider-Man,
Spider-Man, yeah.
yeah, all of that, bringing all of those into this is going to be really cool.
It's going to be really interesting if Tom Holland is Spider-Man in Multiverse of Madness, if he does make an appearance in some form or fashion.
I feel like he has to
I would hope so. We haven't
because
seen
he's
him.
like given up his whole life for this.
Yeah, we haven't seen him in the trailers, but I mean, it is a possibility. So
Yeah.
obviously, that's one of the things. If he does show up, it's going to be like in one of those really high tension moments, and the theater is going to go crazy. So this one's going to be a fun one to watch in theaters.
Yes, and this one comes out so soon.
Yeah, May 4th. Is that right? No, May 6th. I think maybe some early screenings May 4th. I think in theaters all over the U.S. May 6th.
May 4th is Star Wars Day. Why would they release Marvel on Star Wars Day?
Because they can.
Yeah, see, this one to me is one of those ones that seems a little overwhelming. I like WandaVision, so I was excited to see her in there, and but yeah, it just seems overwhelming. I feel like I need to have seen every other Marvel movie to understand this one, and I haven't seen every other Marvel movie. I will possibly try it out, but
I don't think you need all of them. Did you watch Loki? The show?
no.
Oh, you got to go watch Loki.
I know.
It's so good.
That is actually one that I do want to watch. I just haven't gotten around to it, but it is on my list. I actually want to watch that one. So maybe that'll be my goal. I'll watch Loki and then I'll try to watch this new movie.
I think if you watch Loki, and did you watch Spider-Man, the latest Spider-Man? I thought you said you liked Spider-Man, so
I do like Spider-Man. I just feel like lately I have been really behind on movies.
okay, this is your goal. You're going to go and watch Loki, and then you're going to go and watch Spider-Man in that order.
Okay, that's my homework.
And then you'll be ready for.
Well, not completely ready, but on
you'll
the
have
right
a
path.
better grasp
Yeah.
of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch those two first.
You could also go watch the What If series on Disney Plus.
Oh gosh.
See, but the thing about the what ifs though is that they're just pieces, and it's not like a full flowing. You can watch each of them independently.
Do not be surprised if we get some forms of live action happenings from the What If series.
And I do know that. I just meant they're not flowing. Like you don't have to watch one before you watch the other. You can watch them in basically, except for like the last two. You can watch them in like whatever order you want to, because they don't lead into one another.
Yeah, What If is an anthology series, so they don't mesh. They don't go hand in hand. Each episode is its own thing.
Yeah. So my husband did pull a few of those and say, okay, you need to watch these before you can go and watch Multiverse of Madness. Okay. So I watched the few of them that he said I needed to watch.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like you have to get in that to really understand it. I don't think.
You don't have to. It's just extracurricular, I guess.
Right. It'll give you extra backstory, but you don't have to.
Well, I need someone to make me a list of the order that I need to start from beginning to end of Marvel movies that I need to watch.
Start with Iron Man, the first Marvel movie.
Okay, but I've seen...
He doesn't have this much time. Come on now.
Yeah, like I can't spend the next year of my life doing nothing but watching Marvel movies.
I mean, you could if you were dedicated.
I'm not. Not to that, at least.
See, I feel like most of the other stuff, I mean, until the the multiverse stuff came along, I feel like you don't necessarily have to go back all that way just to understand this movie.
Well, yeah,
You
and I
don't.
feel like before they started getting super crazy with it, like I saw all the original Marvel movies, but then lately it's like you cannot keep up. They roll a new one out or a Disney Plus series out every like 5 seconds. It's hard to keep up. Like I've missed some things. Y'all probably say the title of a Marvel movie that I didn't even know existed.
Like I said, I feel like if you go and watch, now that you've watched WandaVision, if you go and watch Loki and then you go and watch the new Spider-Man and then maybe a few of the what ifs, and I can get my husband to tell you the ones that are important, then I think you'll be fine watching the new Doctor Strange.
Okay. Well, I will try my best to do that.
Okay. The Lokis
Time's
are
a
really good
ticking.
though. So you
Yeah,
definitely need to watch those.
I have been wanting to watch those. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I did really enjoy WandaVision. That's one that I was actually watching like as it aired.
Yeah.
So that's very shocking. But
WandaVision is very good. Even though she had the powers of Scarlet Witch, she was not using them in a very concise way. She has been learning ever since the end of WandaVision, and she is one of, if not the most powerful character in Marvel, and it's going to be amazing.
yeah,
I cannot wait.
I really like her. I think that gives me more of a reason to watch, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, it is really good.
So we're obviously getting Scarlet Witch. The boys show up in the movie, which is going to be very interesting to see how that
Oh, I
affects
didn't
her.
realize that.
Yeah,
I didn't
they
either.
are in the trailer.
I missed that.
Yeah. So that's going to be really interesting to see how she deals with that. I mean, it could just be something in her own mind. Maybe she creates them out of thin air. But yeah, the two boys are in the trailer, and that's going to be really cool. Something that I'm really excited about too is the fact that we're getting Professor X in the movie, and
Oh, I didn't realize that
I'm
either.
very excited. Yeah, Patrick Stewart is Professor X.
That's
You
pretty
can
cool. So they're bringing X-Men into it.
It seems like they are, yeah. So
That's
in the
cool.
trailer, you see somebody being pushed in a wheelchair that has some X spokes, and that's Professor X.
See, there's things that I just didn't catch. But yeah, that's exciting too. Fun. And now M's like,
I know, now I'm like, y'all, this is just too much.
we're not helping.
No.
Well, I mean,
Scared, quiet.
you know X-Men, right? You don't have to
I
watch the
mean-
movies, but you know X-Men.
I know of the X-Men.
Okay, you know who Charles Xavier
Wolverine?
is, right?
Yes, I have seen quite a few X-Men movies. It's just all too much, like I said.
It didn't feel like when you watched X-Men that they were part of this multiverse thing. You were
No.
watching X-Men for X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
then
just
all of a
don't-
sudden they're springing it on you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why does everything have to tie in together?
Because it's the multiverse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Literally
man.
everything is connected.
Well, I'm gonna give it my best shot.
You should. It's going to be amazingly great. One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is, even though we talked about Loki possibly being in Thor, I think we're at least going to get Loki in the background, considering what, the happenings of the show. And
Are you talking about in Doctor Strange
yes,
or in Thor?
I'm talking
okay.
about in Doctor Strange.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it
He
would be a
should-
missed
I mean,
opportunity if Loki is not in Doctor Strange.
to me, it would not make sense. That seemed like the whole point
Yeah,
of the Loki series was to funnel him into the Doctor Strange movie.
exactly.
It felt like. So otherwise I don't know what the point of the Loki series was. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm right on board with you. So I think it's going to be good. Obviously, additional cameos are going to be in this movie as well. Not exactly sure who or what characters we're going to get, but yeah, there's probably going to be a lot.
Yep. I'm sure.
So, all in all, very exciting stuff happening for Marvel, the MCU currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Moon Knight is currently streaming on Disney Plus. I've been watching that as well.
Me too.
That's not one of the things that we're necessarily talking about, but if you haven't started watching that, go watch it. They air on Wednesdays. Yeah,
It's probably good if you haven't watched it that you saved a couple of episodes because the first one left me so totally confused. I was like, "What? I don't even understand." But more makes sense the more you watch it. It's kind of like WandaVision. Like everybody was like, "What?" After the first
Yeah.
episode. It kind of feels like that where you're totally confused after the episode and a little bit you get a little bit more understanding each episode in.
yeah,
Huh.
exactly.
I actually liked that about WandaVision, so maybe I would like this show as well.
Moon Knight
Yeah,
is very good. I am enjoying it a lot.
it is. And so much more you just keep uncovering every episode. It's really good. You should definitely try it. I
Completely
wonder if they're
agree.
going to pull him into other things in the Marvel universe
I'm sure they
from
probably
this.
will. I'm almost positive they will in some way.
At this point, I don't know exactly how he would fit, but I'm sure he will somewhere.
Yeah. No, he would fit.
I mean, especially with the gods and stuff that they're bringing in on Thor,
Mm-hmm.
I could see how they could maybe intertwine them, but at this point, I don't see it fitting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I see how it could, but it doesn't actually make sense yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's all tied together. So.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's going to do it for tonight's episode. We're going to go ahead and get into some mousekeeping. We want to direct you to our YouTube channel. You can find that at bit.ly/T3M YouTube. That's all lowercase. Again, that link is bit.ly/T3M YouTube. Find us on all social media platforms by searching at T3M Podcast. If you love the show, tell your family and friends where to find us. We only grow because of you spreading the word.
I'd love to plan your next magical getaway. I am here to help with any of your travel needs. You can contact me when you're ready for your free, no obligation quote. And don't forget that my services are complimentary. You can find me on Facebook at Amanda.hollis, Capture the Magic Vacations, or send me an email at amanda.hollis at capturethemagicvacations.com. You can find my contact information in the show notes.
Be sure to subscribe to the show and join us every single Thursday to hear our newest episode.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for listening. You can also be a part of the magic by following the show at T3M Podcast on all social media platforms. That's T3M Podcast. Leave us a 5-star written review and we'll read it on an upcoming episode. If you have an announcement that you would like to have on the show or just want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at t3mpodcast@gmail.com.
Have a zippity-doo-dah day.
See you real soon.